to mention it was only going to be half-heartedly, and the bird would... Oh, but look at that bird. These are chickens over there. Baby fish nursery. Right, these two we're not supposed to be getting rid of. It's so cold out here. You see how they don't care? Anyway, girl, we're working on Maize, and I'm going to tell you, she's doing... But that's what you got to understand. We've got to be able to kick the dog into this frame of mind when we need it to be in that frame of mind, which is when people are walking by and bikes are going by and all these other things. You know, not that, you know, she learned to love other people and that. I mean, you know, we're working towards indifference. But I got to tell you, the dog is doing great. Oh, she's happy as a little lamb. But, you know, part of I can see what's going on, girl, is you guys, you know, now it's starting to do the thing when I come in. It's jumping around all over excited. You know, the only reason it would do that is if someone had reinforced that. So, you know, you're going to have more indifference. Because, again, if you just like just the sight of her, you're all excited. That's all it takes with you guys. You know, there's not going to be a lot of motivation to do anything else. You know. It's like, you know, Billy Joe Armstrong when he goes out on stage. They're all just adoring him. Yeah, there's no motivation to do anything else. All right, come on, let's go. Let's see if these bird dogs chase after this bird. All right, there's that. There goes little Doodle. Maize! Good girl! Oh, I got to tell you, girl, we're going to get some good slow-mos of Maize. Because I bet a little dog like that can turn real fast. And we'll get it in slow-mo. It'll be a little dog banking the turn. It'll be absolutely fun. All right, come on. She's probably meaner than these two. Oh, she is. She's meaner than the two of these put together. All right, so what I'm going to do with this one, I'm already going to have my tree ready. I've got to make sure this dog does not feel this is a trap. It's conditional. Keep the bird. Keep the bird. Stay on it, sister. Stay on it. Maize! Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, she is good. And let me tell you what that little dog did. I thought you said Gus was the only dog, but what that little dog did was, in order to keep moving from, oh, look, Woody sees it, Woody sees it. She's really being like Woody does. Woody wouldn't bother a bird, though. Woody's been at the park so many times. Anyway, I'm going to cut that shot of Maize out, but it actually scared her when the bird, you know, she went, oh my God, is it coming after me? You can see the dog is uninhibited, though, and that's why the page is so great. You know, if I was trying to use the stimulus as a great way to communicate, I can tell you what happens with the dog. You get something called blowback because you're doing it too much, and it's actually causing their muscles to contract, and chemicals are being released. That's the difference between the stimulus and the pager. If you had to just, you know, explain it to a physiologist. They would have to explain it to me, but, you know, that would be the difference. Oh, look, we're going to get on them. Get on. I'm going to show you how to make these dogs reappear. Bodie, Blue. Ah, look at my boys go. Now, for that, I would say they need some chicken. Little Miss Greedy. Anyway, she just snatched the treat out of my hand right there, which, you know, again, is indicative of her sense of entitlement. Oh, this dog's going to do great, though. Now, and you've got to manipulate that in dogs. I mean, you know, if you've got somebody that wants something, you know, that you can provide on a conditional basis, you know, my advice is to go for that. Not, you know, because the people tend to have the sense of entitlement, like, oh, the dog should love me. Get on that little blue dog. Blue? Oh, this is a particularly nice little dog. All right, come on, let's just, oh my God. So anyway, you guys, Noli, I was telling Crystal this before we started the video, so I'm sure she's just waiting anxiously to hear the rest of the story. So anyway, Noli, you know, was crying and banging the bowl around. Apparently the bowl got left in there. And so I let her out. I don't know what time it was. I think it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. Well, whatever it was in the bushes, if we could walk back there today, I would walk back there, but I think it's too muddy. Something was out there. I mean, big, breaking the, you know, if, you know, that one time I texted Dave and I was like, you know, is that guy going crazy again? Because You know, I really thought that was the same thing I heard. So I don't. It probably is the deer. You know, if the deer are getting in here the way they came in there before, remind me to show you, Crystal. I've got a video of the deer from a long time ago, but they would come through that back fence. I don't know. It sounded like they were right at the fence, right behind the house. Come on. Anyway, I just whisked Noli back inside. Get my flashlight and start seeing if it was a skunk ape. I did none of that. I went back to bed. Like, come on, there's fresh mud back here. We can see if there's any tracks. Oh, look at that little Doodle go. Well, I see dog tracks. I mean, I don't know. It was a particular. I mean, I don't know. Let me do a little sound experiment.
Yeah.
It sounded a lot like that. I mean, look how they're just breaking down these bushes.
Yeah.
These things do. I have got. Come on, Crystal, get a little view of this. I mean, either I don't. There could be miniature skunk apes out here. I don't know. I don't know what all this is. Because now we can have because now we can have. Forget the prank show. But we're probably gonna still go for that. But you see how that little dog jumped on me and I didn't have any reaction. We can now have kind of like the Blair Witch Project, where we're out here looking and looking, and then one day it's just, and then now it goes to a night shot. It's Crystal. She has that knitted cap on and goes, I don't know. That's the end. Because then we can have, but it has to be like a skunk ape or something, not the Blair Witch.
No.
Look at that little dog go. When that little dog starts going, I'm only going to call it when it's running away. That's how I'm going to shape the behavior. If you guys wonder how we get, consistently can get these dogs running like this. Maize! Good girl. Good. I'm going to tell you what I did. I went, oh. And I'm going to tell you why I did that, because that other dog's proximity. I'm telling you guys, it's all about proximity. That needs to be your new word for the week. She already had the word hinky. But Lee, listen, I made up a new command. There could be baby deer out there right now. For her, as far as getting the collar on and off, it's no hinky. No hinky. Oh, look. Oh, my baby. Oh, baby went in the bushes. All right, well, I don't know. We can try to see if we can get back here. All right, so I'm ready. Look at that little dog go. Look at it go. If I can get that little dog to disappear around that corner. She's not quite brave enough for that, though. I don't know how they get through here without leaving any tracks. I'm going to do, I didn't tell Crystal this yet because she has to shoot all the videos, but we already have a bunch of them, but I'm going to do how to train your German Shepherd to come with called and do it with just all shepherds, you know what I mean? So we can get some clips of Andre, and we got Bara, the new dog, Ellie, we can just do a whole how to get your German Shepherd to come, and then how to get your Labrador to come.
Yeah.
Those seem to be popular on there, but we're still going for the negative, take on it, e-collar training. You're doing it all wrong. If someone doesn't tell them, how are they going to know?
Yeah.
All right, I think that this jacket will protect me from these
Maybe.
fires.
Oh, boy.
Oh, how absolutely perfect looking. Oh. Daisy, good girl. They did have this thing. I saw this thing on YouTube about the skunk ape, and it was a supposable you know, real picture that someone had of a skunk ape. You know, this big hairy thing. I mean, they're not going to find all this skunk ape hair snagged everywhere, skunk ape poop. I mean, you know, never once. You know, I mean, come on. That thing was huge. All right, look, there's my, oh, okay, I'm going to let him drift the hair. But that's the difference with this, you guys. The dog is not inhibited at all, which shows that it's not reacting. Stay right there. You smell something in that wood over there. Maize! Oh, good girl. So I'm making it quite clear that that's what I want. That's the end of the exercise. You know, and you can almost get, you make them take the treat. And we're not at that point with her yet, but you'll eat the treat and like it. I don't understand why there's no deer. I don't know, the deer baby could be over there or anything. You weren't here, Lee. That was maybe, I don't know, like 7 or 8 months ago. There was the baby deer out here. Yeah, they like to put them in little thickets and stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't know, when I was a kid, they had this book. I wonder what's wrong with people, you know, these fairy tales and all this. But I don't know, it's about this briar rabbit and, I don't know, the fox is trying to kill it. I mean, it's all so lecherous. And then it got thrown into this thicket.
Jeez.
You need to tell Mark when you want to do. What will you tell? This would be a good one. We'll make a crazy story up to Mark that, you know, times are hard. Have a little juice.
Orange. Get a little vitamin
then
C.
set up a big elaborate fruit stand up by the road. Just get their reaction. You know, 'cause on the weekend, Mark's going to have all his friends coming over, so they're definitely going to walk by and say, "Oh, you know, there's no way they're not going to say we saw your neighbor out there, you know, with an fruit stand."
Oh my goodness.
Something along those lines. It would be good to prank. Well, you know, we'd have to have, Luann would have to be in on it, but I think it would be good to do a prank on Mark.
Yeah.
As far as I know, there's nothing wrong with pranking videos.
No.
Just from what I've seen on YouTube. and I still want to do, you know, the party at Mark's. He's probably going to have a huge party. I mean, he had a massive, it's been 5 or 6 years ago. I mean, I don't even know how he got away with it. It was massive. There's cars parked all over the street. Oh yeah, Terry Sanders, Brett's dad, I think he was like a captain at the sheriff's department or something. He was like, "Oh yeah, the party at your neighbor's house." I go, "Yeah, I know, I was there."
Yeah.
Apparently the sheriff's department knew
Oh boy.
all about it. Well, but Mark used to work for the jail, you know, so he knows all them.
I'm gonna have to go this way.
Dropping off the prisoners. No, they didn't raid the party or anything.
No.
Let me tell you what, it was a massive party. I don't know how he got away with it. I do not think there was smoking pigs. I don't even know what all they were doing.
Oh boy.
Go ahead and charge, Bodie. Bodie protects us. So there's a couple different things happening here. Again, these dogs are... That's the sound I heard last night. Clearly, there was someone walking around back there. Well, because remember I told you the neighbor said that her daughter, you know, and it may have been this, she might have heard the deer over there too. All right, let's walk back this way, see if this little doodle tries to charge. Come on. Oh, she's thinking about it. Don't look down, Crystal, there's a frozen frog.
Oh no. Oh.
She's looking, I'll tell you what she's looking for. Trouble. With a capital T.
Okay.
I'm gonna get that doodle. Maize! Oh. Let me tell you what this little dog is going to have the best little slumbers. Oh no, I didn't call you two, and you two are in trouble too. Come on, you guys. Where that would come in handy would be if she started to go towards someone that I didn't want her to go towards. And I'll tell you who I want her to go towards. No one. No one. You know, we know her intent going towards people, so. Anyway, girls, she's doing fantastic.